Hello, everyone, and welcome. Good evening to Black History Festival Northwest. We are going live with Anisa Marie, who will be giving us some beauty tips about makeup and our skincare. And so I don't want to take up too much time because I know she has some things that she wants to share with us, some tutorials. I'm Shalonda Sims, the director of World Stage Theater and creator of Black History Festival Northwest. I do want to let you know, however, about some of the events that we have coming up. A few announcements is the Black Family Photo Challenge. Take a picture of your photo and tag us at World Stage Theater, also using the hashtag Black Family Photo Challenge. Also game night on the 18th of this month, and a scavenger hunt, which is going on the entire month. Now, for all three of these events, it's a competition and there are prizes. For the Black Family Photo Challenge, we are giving one lucky winner dinner for up to 6 people. And for game night, that's going to be a cash prize for the family who wins the game, as well as the scavenger hunt. If your team wins, you'll also get a prize for that. And you can learn more about all of these things that I just mentioned at our website, worldstagetheater.org. Again, that's worldstagetheater.org, and you can learn more about Black History Festival Northwest. But enough of that. Now we're going to get into our guest, our special guest for today. Welcome, Anisa. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, thank you, Shalonda. A little bit about me. My name is Anisa Marie. I am a Portland native, which I feel like is kind of rare these days. There's a lot of people from different places. My parents are also from Portland, but my grandparents are from the South. So we have a rich history and kind of roots in Portland. And I'll tell you a little bit more about kind of how I got into beauty and what that's all about. So I grew up around a whole bunch of boys. I have two brothers by blood, but a lot of my cousins are around the same age, and most of them are also boys. So I was a little rough around the edges, but I still like to look cute. And oftentimes I would get my cute clothes dirty playing around with the voice. But anyway, as I was growing up, I was always a little different. So I was playing with my Barbies, but not house or dating or what have you, like most girls did. I actually put on fashion shows. So I made clothes from gift wrapping paper. I did their hair. I changed their makeup with some markers, and I would put on a show, honey, and it was fabulous every time. And then as I grew up, I kind of expanded to different canvases, experimented with like paint and charcoal and different things. And art really became my kind of way of escape. And I discovered that I'm just really good with my hands. So I just kept going. But I struggled a lot with my identity being Black in Portland. I mean, y'all know there's not a whole lot of us. The history of Oregon and all of that comes into play that I learned later. But as I was younger, I was just surrounded by a whole lot of people that didn't look like me, didn't have my hair, didn't have my body shape. So I just felt out of place, especially being surrounded by boys. I didn't feel like I could really relate to my peers or the people in my household, because when you're young, your parents are just old, and then boys will be boys. So I just felt so disconnected. And I had horrible experiences when I was trying to get into makeup and skincare, and just finding clothes that didn't fit my shape. So over and over, I felt like I was just being told that I didn't fit, that, and I just felt so disconnected, which made me feel really disconnected internally. And eventually I just had enough, right? And I just had enough of society telling me that I was odd and that odd was a bad thing. And I was determined to change that. So my senior year in high school, I turned down probably like 5 different full ride scholarships to college for track and field, and a couple half scholarships for basketball. My parents were not very thrilled about that, but I was determined to go to design school in New York. I applied and got denied 3 times. So plan B, I went to design school to the Art Institute of Portland, which is not even around anymore. And then after a few semesters, I couldn't afford it anymore and I had to drop out. So plan C, beauty school. And after getting my aesthetics license, I then spent a few years working at a spa, and then I worked for a MAC, I worked for NARS, Moroccan Oil, and Nordstrom, and kind of like sucked in all I could about the industry, customer service, professionalism, and kind of like perfecting my craft. And then now 6 years of business ownership later, I have Best Brow Studio and then my skincare line, I Am Beauty. Because I know the importance of not only looking good, but feeling good and being heard and having someone to say, I see you. So that's kind of where my entrepreneurship came from. And I just really work hard to be an example and kind of like an open space for people to feel welcome, feel comfortable, and gain some confidence from the inside out. So
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I want to let you keep talking and tell us more about yourself. Tell us more about your products, your business, and what you do. And I'm just going to get out of the way. So
okay.
Thank you very much. Have at it.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so with that being said, I want to share a couple tips about skin first before we get into makeup, because I always say it does not matter what you're putting on your face if what's under it is not taken care of. So you got to take care of the base first. The skin is 70% of, it's the biggest organ on your body. It's a living, breathing thing. So we got to take care of it. And I've lately had a lot of clients asking for recommendations about the maskne, that area here that seems to be breaking out and getting a whole bunch of buildup. So I want to tell you about a few of my products that I have. I have the Perfect 10 Oil Cleanser with I Am Beauty, and all of the products I have are clean. They are vegan, paraben-free, silicone-free, carcinogen-free, and they have very low fragrance. That was important, and a little bit goes a long way. So with the oil cleanser, it's good to kind of remove impurities and extra oils that aren't needed and balance out the skin while hydrating it. And it's good for removing makeup as well. There's also the Tea Face Mist, which is a toner. It helps to balance your pH level, moisturize and hydrate. And then one key product right now is the exfoliant face scrub. A little bit goes a long way. I'm talking a pea size. And that exfoliating right now is key for the maskne area. But with exfoliating, Whether you have drier, oily skin, combination skin, you do not want to exfoliate more than 3 times a week. If you're oily and you're exfoliating every day, stop. If there's granules in your cleanser, you want to take it out, please, because it's not good. It's making your oil overproduction. Your skin is overproducing oil, which is probably causing more breakouts for you. So there's that. Also, one important thing to use as well is an eye gel. If you don't have an eye treatment, especially during the winter time, you just need a little extra hydration. It also helps with puffiness, with dark under eyes or irritated eyes. It's very cooling, very calming. And again, a little bit goes a long way. With the CC serum, this is also key with breakouts, with calming your skin, evening tone. If you deal with eczema or rosacea, it's very calming for that. It helps to penetrate a little bit deeper into the skin and get some ultra hydration. And there's also antioxidants and lots of good stuff in there. And it has a little bit of a citrus scent and feel. And then for your morning, with the puffy eyes, I deal with them. I have a 14-month-old boy, and he is busy from sunup to sundown. So this rapid age defier is gold for me. A little pump and you pat under the eyes, and it helps to get rid of the bags and automatically makes you feel a little more and look a little more awake. Which is gold for me personally. And then I have the Detox Nightwear Cream. So this I actually use for daytime as well. And it is good for extra moisture during these cooler months. It's typically you change your moisturizer about 6 months out of the year. During the cooler months, you want to use a little bit thicker. And during the warmer, you want one that is not as thick, but will still moisturize, because no matter what skin tone you have, you need to moisturize every day. And with those products, I recommend, especially nowadays as we're wearing the masks all day, out and about, just to get out the house, or if you're going to work, I recommend, instead of doing the whole cleansing and exfoliating routine in the morning, switch it to the evening. And instead of cleansing first thing in the morning, use a warm rack to just kind of warm up your face, or a cool one if you need a little extra wake up. And then at night, after you've been out in the elements, you want to cleanse and everything. And another tip to help reduce and minimize the breakouts, you will want to make sure that you're regularly washing your masks. If you're not, please use a disposable one every day, and don't keep putting on one that you use with a dirty face or makeup, a full face of makeup. You want to not keep putting that on your face. Secondly, having a daily routine, and again, washing before bed instead of first thing in the morning. And then washing your pillowcases and your sheets weekly. Yes, I said weekly. Hopefully you're doing that, because your skin is replacing itself, and dead skin cells and all the things from the air that are sitting in your sheets. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean that it is not there. Okay. And if you can, having a silk and satin pillowcases, I know, and there are some materials that are kind of close to the feel. It's very gentle on the skin. You don't want any kind of abrasive material while you're sleeping. I know I move a lot in my sleep, and so having something soft to kind of gently caress the face rather than rub it helps as well. And of course, the usual, drinking plenty of water daily. That helps. So those are my tips with the skin. And for the skincare, you can check those items out at imbeauty.us. And I ship anywhere in the US and internationally, but anywhere in the US is only $5 shipping, or you can come pick it up in the studio, which is in Northeast Portland off of MLK and Burnside. Super colorful building on the 3rd floor. You can pick it up there. Now on to enhancing the face, what I like to call masked beauty, as this part is covered up. So everything is focused right in this area, which is not necessarily a bad thing. And I will show you why. So step 1 for enhancing the eyes, okay? Start with the brows. Honey, if you don't do anything else, please do something with your brows. If you need them cleaned up, come on to Best Brows in Portland and I'll hook you up. But otherwise, you want to fill in. And I will go with a short little tutorial kind of as we go so you can see how the enhancing works, okay? So starting with a brow pencil, this is from MAC. It's double-ended. So this side is kind of a marker, and I go with upward strokes on both sides, right? Then I switch to the other side to kind of fill in, but it's not as defined because I like a little bit more towards a natural look every day. I just want them defined. I don't want them to look like I'm finna go out because can't nobody go out nowhere. So there's that. And then I use a highlighting powder from Morphe and a flat brush, and I will go under just to highlight. You see how it kind of adds a little bit of extra dimension? Brows are so important because they frame the face, they frame your eyes, and they tell everyone what you're thinking and feeling. All of your emotions are in the brows. That's why it's so important to address those. Okay. Moving on, one of my favorite things to do is eyeliner. So I will take this eye kohl, which is from NARS. It's just a black, and I will go under the eyes in the waterline instead of on top, because it just adds a little bit of extra opening, right? We want the eyes to be open and inviting. At least I do. I don't know if you do or not. But this will help just bring some extra definition. Again, under in the waterline. Et voila. Now I'll go with some underline concealer. Good old Fenty. And I use similar to my skin tone because I like it to blend in, and I will make it even with a brush. I like to kind of stipple it in there, pat, 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 and do the other side like so, like that. A little Tabitha Brown. See, it's getting better with every step. Now I like to set that concealer because I get a little oily throughout the day, but that same highlighting powder I use under the brow, but this time I'm using a fluffy brush. So I'll go likely so. For every day, I do not do a lot, as you can see. I don't even have foundation on. I just have a tad of concealer here and there and some blush because, well, one, I'm not wearing a mask right now, but when I do wear a mask, what is the point of putting it down here for it to just rub all over the place? No, thank you. Next, I like to do a little inner corner pop, and this is Sugar Frost from Laura Mercier. They have these cute little pins, highlighter pins, that I like to use in the inner corner. So I'll pop like so. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Like so, like that. Call it good there. Next, if you choose, I have eyelash extensions because, again, I rarely put on anything and I like to look like I care. So I get my lashes done regularly. But if you don't have lashes, don't fret. There's plenty of mascara out there. One of my favorites is the Extended Play Giga Black by MAC. Another one is Thrive Cosmetics. Their mascara is lengthening and really nice and comes off really easy. But this one is a tube mascara. So this comes off with just warm water, easy to clean, easy to take off like in the shower or at your nighttime routine, what have you. But another way to open up your eyes is to put mascara on the bottom lashes. And when you're putting on mascara, if you're going to go on both sides, you want to make sure that you do the bottom first instead of the top, because most people don't want to wait until the mascara dries. So if you do the top and then try to do the bottom, what happens? You get mascara all on your lid, and then you're annoyed and you have to clean it up or start over. And who wants to do all that? Now, what we do to one side, we do to the other. Boom. There is that. So those are just some quick tips on how to enhance the eyes. If you want more, I do makeup lessons one-on-one. I also do girls' nights when it's allowed to have more people together. And in those makeup lessons, I also do personal shopping. So if you want to have or not sure what to get, I can definitely go and get what I think is good or best for you based on what we talk about or what you're looking for, to eliminate the pressure of trying to make someone else's sales goal or being matched the wrong skin tone or given the wrong colors. I go and take care of that for you, and then you take what you like at the end of our lesson and leave what you don't. So I hope you enjoyed our time together. I want us to stay connected. Please connect with me. Visit bestbrowsinportland.com. Visit iambeauty.us, which is my skincare. It also has a link to more about me. And my experiences, who I've worked with, who I've worked on professionally. I would love to handle your brows, talk skincare, do a consultation. Let's connect. Or find me on Instagram at Best Brows in Portland, also Anisa Marie Yee, or I am beauty _US. I would love to stay connected, keep spreading the love, keep helping us be confident in our own skin and continue to grow and just spread the beauty that we need now more than ever. And that's all I got, y'all. I hope you enjoyed.